Yes, because it was it's the takeoff of our year. You know that it's the start of the year in 2018. So in the start of the year, we start to give a lot of updates about our products, and we have around 3 days training for all our field force. So all the field force from Dammam, from Jeddah, from everywhere, all over the kingdom, come to Riyadh in the head office in order to arrange for this training.
Okay.
And I'm the trainer, so I'm talking from 8:30 till 6:30. So that's why maybe Amr today is not attending, because also he's engaged in Jeddah with a lot.
I see. So Amr is doing the same thing? You both are?
No, Amr is, I'm medical, Amr is sales.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I don't know what's the big difference between both of them, but you're a medical representative and he's sales medical representative, or sales what?
No, both of us we are managers now.
Okay.
Amr is a first line manager. He has a team contains around 8 medical reps. He's responsible for 8 or 9 medical reps, and he's the leader of the team. Okay.
Great.
But all of them are supporting the sales. For me, I'm the medical department. In the medical department, we have 2 different jobs. We have internal rule and external rule. Internal rule to educate, train, and update the field force. So we are responsible for the medical education of the field force, of the medical representatives. Okay?
Sounds interesting.
And we are responsible externally to speak up, to give some presentations in the big hospitals, to disseminate the data of our products, but the medical is not responsible at all about sales. So we have like peer-to-peer discussion with the physicians, because we update them with any updates in a specific therapy area. Each medical manager is responsible for a specific therapy area. So I'm responsible for diabetes. So that's why all my education about diabetes with the endocrinologist, with the family medicine doctors, with the internal medicine doctors, that's it.
Hazem, let me ask you a little bit personal question. You look to be a little bit younger than having this position. Do you look young, or it's your real age?
You are right. I look very young, because in the same position, all my colleagues is around 40 years old.
Yeah, you're younger than this position. Yes?
Yes, I'm younger by far, because this position is a second line manager. So I'm managing managers. I'm not managing reps. Okay.
And how old are you?
But I'm 31 now.
MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billah. May Allah bless you. I mean, that's interesting.
I hope so.
It's about the passion and how much enthusiastic you are. I can notice this.
Yes, but we have two also colleagues. They are still young, 33 years old or 36 years old, with the same position, but I am the youngest one.
MashaAllah, may Allah bless you. Stay blessed always, Hazem. Great job. And keep it up. Yeah, you have to keep it up.
I hope so.
You guys are very, you're such a nice inspiration, and you guys give us, the old generation now, you give us, the enthusiasm to keep on the track, because now, I've started my 40s, and I believe every time I see that there's someone who's still in his early 30s or even late 20s, and they have had a big distance of success. I feel like I'm way behind and I have to catch up. So you're an inspiration, believe me. Great job, Hazem. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. May Allah bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, Rida, how are you? Oh, you're muted, Rida.
Yes.
That's it. How are you?
Great. How are you? And how are you?
Great. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. Today, me too, I had a very difficult day in the job today in my school, because it was such a hectic day anyway. Too many lessons and, too many pacing guides to follow. That was really hectic and tiresome. Anyway, what about you?
Great. Like every day, I have much work because we are at the end of the year and we have new projects. And for me, because I just from my vacation from about 20 days. So I have much more work, and the Saudi cover of me doing nothing. So I have to do all the work happened when I was in my vacation. So I
So
have
you
much
have
more
20
to do.
days, 20 days of vacation, 20 days off.
Yes.
What for? Does this happen? This is a phenomenon that never happens in Saudi Arabia. What for? What kind of a job you're leading? Tell me. Rida? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
I
Is it
can't
still
hear
the
you.
connection?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you
My
now.
connection or yours?
I can. Actually, I don't know, but now it's better.
Okay, great. So tell me, what kind of a position they give for 20 days vacation, please?
Currently, I work as a payroll manager. This is a position which all person know. And the
Yeah.
hidden position is HR manager, which is dedicated only for Saudi one.
Oh,
So,
it's
yes,
not legal.
it's not
It's not,
legal.
yeah.
It's not legal. So, instead, now I work as a payroll manager, run the payroll department. Aside that, I just provide the HR manager with support. Okay, any information he want, any consultation they want, like this.
That's
And I
okay.
hope this will be the last year with. I want to leave this career completely because I feel يعني it's خلاص كفاية. Because I work in this career in HR for about years.
Oh, so you're more interested in being a human resources manager, right?
Just I want to study MBA to change my career completely. I try to work in marketing or business development. I didn't want to work another time in HR.
You need to
Human
have,
resource.
oh, you need to have, you mean that you need to have a career shift?
Yes.
Is
I
it
want to shift
easy
my
to
career.
shift your career, Rida?
It's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy.
And the
But
decision,
the decision is not easy.
yes,
And but
yes, it needs a lot of strength and you know, much of your stamina in order to, you know, to make up your mind and take this step in your life. Yes.
yes, I know that. But for me, because I studied before the management in general, okay, and when I join work, I work only in HR. But in the same time, I have good knowledge about the management in general. So I decided to study the MBA to enhance my my what?
Your skills
Just
and
I
your,
lose some mood. Yes, my skills. Okay, to
all right.
start again in a new field. Maybe this field will be, inshallah, in business development. This person who are responsible for making improvement in the companies or started new projects or enhance any current products or launch new products line like this.
All right, that sounds great. Well, I really admire this way of thinking that you know, it's never too late. You know, even if you feel like you're doing a job that you're not very much interested in and you want to have a career shift, no matter how old are you and no matter how many experience years you had before, you know, the point is that you have to run after your passion. You have to realize and to run after the most interesting thing in your life, because I believe that that would be the most successful career you will ever have in your life, throughout your life. Right?
Right. That's right.
Okay, so it's never too late. Go ahead with it, and you will do it.
Inshallah, I hope that.
Inshallah, hopefully, inshallah. Remo,
Inshallah.
how are you? Rihamo?
A minute. Hi, and sorry, I was turned off my mic.
No problem, dear. So tell me, how was your day, Riham? Talk about your day today.
Today I got to my new work. I was training.
First day, went, past. So I went.
Past. I went. Sorry, I went to my new work. I training in fashion plate company. Now, يعني almost 2 months until now. I training.
Oh, you've been training for around
yes.
2 months.
2 months, yeah, 2 months. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
10 to 6. All right.
Yeah. Okay. After that, I come to home rapidly to fix the microphone, and I can't fix it, Bardo. So I download the Zoom and on my phone to try to speak with you.
Okay.
To speak with you.
Okay, Riham, by the way, your vocabulary is really good, but I think that your main problem now is with your tenses. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because you want to speak, you want to talk about something that happened throughout the day, but this is a past thing that happened, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, you have to use the past simple tense, which is
okay.
different from saying go. You have to say went, I went, yeah. I went to.
Yes, and I have a problem with the grammar.
Right.
Yeah, I had a big problem because I hate it.
We'll fix it very soon. Don't worry about this.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Don't worry. So let's start our lesson. And by the way, these 17 minutes were not a waste of time. These 17 minutes were just speaking practice, getting to know you more, and again, spotting your mistakes, trying to catch your mistakes, wrap them up, and give them to you as a present. All right? So
okay.
And you have to fix it, or we have to fix it together. So this is not a waste of time. This is, yes, it's a nice chit chat together to get to know each other more, but in the same time, it's a useful chat. All right?
All right.
Okay, so shall we start our lesson today?
Okay, go.
What was the last thing that we were talking about? Well, I remember that the last thing we had together was the types of sentences, which must vary between simple sentences, compound, and complex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys remember what are the most important tips that I gave you for the speaking test? Who can remind me the most important tips for the speaking test?
Boy. Wait a minute. Boys. Fanboys. Fanboys.
Yes. Well, we talked about the fanboys, which are words that are used to join words, sentences, or phrases to make a compound sentence. Very good. What else?
We talked about the use of connections, and also talked about the main idea, to have a main idea, and below the main idea to have three supporting related ideas, or supporting supporting ideas, and giving example for each supporting idea in order to extend the presentation.
Very good. That's a very good technique. This is the speaking and writing technique. Okay, what else?
You talked also about the digression and digression, which means that you can add something related to the topic, not related to the topic, to be related to the topic, but if you don't have a lot of information about the same topic, you can go and return it back to the same topic in order to extend your presentation also.
Excellent. This is one.
صفر الزبون يعني.
Yes. What else?
لا كنت بقول نصفر الزبون يعني عشان
صفر الزبون صح. هي فصفر الزبون دي اللي بتلزق على فكرة.
أيوة أنا قلت يعني نلخص الموضوع بس.
That's a good one. What else? What else? Did I tell you that you better use your career terms? The terms that you use in your career that would make your answer a totally different answer than everybody else's answer. Yes, so you have to use your terminology and the words that are related to your career. All right. Also, you have to be careful or to keep an eye on the tense of the question. So if your question is in the past, then you have to answer in the past or around this tense. Present, then it's present if you're talking about a hobby or a fact. Future, if you're talking about the future. If she's talking about, or if she wants you to answer a question or to give an answer to an event that happened in the past, but it still affects you, then you can use the present perfect tense. Okay? So you have to keep an eye on the question or the tense of the question. All right? Mazen, welcome back. You're so late, Mazen. Hello, Mazen, how are you? Mazen, hello? Mazen? Mazen is here, but he's not ready yet. So anyway, all right. So now we will practice, but I just want you to, hello, Mazen? Mazen, how are you? Mazen?
Hello.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry for being late.
No problem. No problem. You want to lose alarm because again, it's recorded. But please don't take my recording for granted, right? Because I want you to attend my classes because the most important thing in these classes is to interact, all right? Not only to listen to the whole presentation and that's it. Interaction really matters, especially in this speaking part, okay?
I already got a violation ticket while I'm coming back because I already exceed the speed limit, by the way. But it's okay. Everything is, can be sacrificed for Ielts.
No. To that extent, please don't sacrifice your life. Please. Don't sacrifice anything else. Please, I don't want to take your, take your blame. I don't want.
It's all right. It's all right. But
don't exceed the speed, please. Don't over, do not exceed the speed. Try to keep your pace. Again, in the same time, were you coming back from your work?
Yes, just right now.
So why is it that late?
With the uniform, by the way.
Why is it?
As my manager, I have a meeting today, so unfortunately he come late from his meeting with the operation manager. So I have to cover him for this time. We cannot close the restaurant.
Managers. Okay, believe me or not, Mazen. Yes. Yesterday I had a different course with different people. All right. And mentioning managers and talking about them, I started as usual. I've started my presentation in my class saying, "How are you, Fulan and Fulan and Fulan." So later on, when I asked this person, "How was your day?" he said, "Well, it was the most horrible day ever. I want to kill my manager." What? Seriously? He said, "I had a fight and I am about to kill this man." And he was, outraged, yes. And he was totally, like.
I have the same.
My goodness, I couldn't believe him when he was that frustrated and disappointed. He said that, "Well, today I had a fight." Then I asked him whether it's a fight or an argument. It could be a quarrelment. An argument means fighting with words, or an argument or a quarrelment. But a fight means that they kept on slamming their faces and kicking faces.
No, we still not exceed that limit because of we still appreciate the company policy. So yes. We don't have this chance till now. But
we don't have the chance.
Maybe next time.
Okay. Oh my God. So it seems that this is the workload, the normal trend of workload in Saudi Arabia or in the Gulf area. Because they pay much, we have to sacrifice many other things. May Allah help us all. Yeah. So may Allah give us patience, because it's really a tough task whenever you have the responsibility of being a responsible person for many other lives and many other minds around you, or whatever responsibilities you have in your job.
I have to.
Yes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us patience and reward us for this hard work. Yeah. And come on, Egyptians all over the world. Okay, that's why we have to be proud of ourselves all over the world. Yeah, we are special. We have to admit it because the whole world admit this. We are
special.
Yes, the endurance and the stamina and the strength and the patience we have is not there at any other. It is there in some other countries, but for the Egyptian people specifically,
except for the Indians also.
Oh, the Indians for sure. Oh, don't tell me about the Indians and Pakistani people. They are very hardworking people. And I believe that they had a better chance than ours in education. Their education is really, really special education. Before I didn't know this about them before I come to Saudi Arabia. When I came to Saudi Arabia, I realized that our education is dramatically low compared to theirs.
Yes, it's not only supported by the government, but the people themselves, they care about being the best around the world.
Correct.
They are trying to change their actual situation.
Yes. You know that their educational bar is now raised higher than any other part of the world. Their educational bar has raised up to the limit that they never considered the bachelor degree a degree. So it's just like, for them, it's just like our high school, ثانوية عامة. A bachelor degree for them is like ثانوية عامة. They never stop at the bachelor degree. They have to continue. And most of the people who get their education in India or in Pakistan seek higher education or university education in Britain or in America. And mostly it's in Britain or Canada too. So they
have a better chance than us.
Yes.
I guess.
Okay. All thanks to Allah. Again, we had a chance to be out in a way. That it's your plan. It's your plan, your mentality, how to keep yourself away and how to escape, these crises that come out around us out of nowhere. It's all about your intelligence. You have to decide, you have to have a plan B. And I believe that you can all do it, inshallah. Yeah. So back to my topic, please. I hope Amr doesn't pop up out of nowhere. He said that he's not coming. Anyway, so today, inshallah, we're going to talk about how to make a complex sentence. All right. As fast as possible, I'm going to show you how to make a complex sentence and the difference between different types of clauses. Clauses in English. Well, a clause in English, Bismillah. Okay. Sorry. Because the previous lesson. Okay. So now let me explain what's a clause in English. A clause is a group of words that are put together. And they must have a subject and a verb. This is what I mean by a clause. In English, we have two clauses. So here, these are the English clauses. We have two types of clauses. Type number one is a dependent clause, and the other one is an independent clause. So again, dependent, is my camera clear? Can you see it? No.
Yes.
Yes, Hazem, you know what? You should double click my picture and then it will show as a full screen. Okay, now is it clear?
Good.
Okay.
Great. So we have dependent clause and independent clause. You know what? I'm going to make it easy for you. Remember that the word dependent starts with the letter D, okay? So a dependent clause doesn't make sense by itself. D will remind me with the word doesn't. So a dependent clause doesn't stand alone. Why? Because it needs something to complete it. It's an incomplete idea. So for example, Mazen, what are you doing? Mazen, what are you doing? Mazen, are you okay? Your microphone is muted.
شكله وقع مننا خالص على فكرة.
Yes, here he is. Mazen, are you okay? What were you doing, Mazen? Right, so he was, did you guys see the flame that just went on?
No, I didn't see anything.
Oh, there was a flame like he was burning something.
كان بيحاول يفوق بس بقى.
Are you okay? Okay, so thank God he's fine. So again, dependent clause doesn't stand up.
Dependent clause.
Close, yes.
I didn't see the
Close.
word.
Close, C-L-A-U, but we don't say clo as an O, it's A-U, so it's clause.
Okay, C-L-A-U.
A-U, yes.
Okay.
So a dependent clause doesn't stand alone. Why? Because, for example, if you say, if he came late, and you stop. Now, does this sentence make sense by itself?
No.
No, it doesn't stand alone. Why? Because it needs something to complete it, right? So if you say, if she came late and you stop, this is an incomplete idea. Incomplete idea means it needs something else to complete it, right? Okay, so this is an example of an incomplete idea. Well, it has a subject and a verb. Where is the subject here? الفاعل هنا في الجملة دي. Where?
She.
She, very good. And where is the verb?
Came.
Come.
Very good. So we have a subject and we have a verb. But again, although the sentence or the clause has a subject and a verb, it doesn't make sense by itself and it needs something to complete it, okay? That's why we call this a dependent clause. Well, the independent clause is totally the opposite, right? So the independent clause is a sentence that makes sense by itself. So it's the opposite, makes sense by itself because it stands alone. It makes sense by itself. Or it stands alone. It only has subject, verb, and other sentence complement, like, for example, I would feel pleased. I would feel pleased. So where is the subject? I. The verb would feel. This is the verb phrase. So a sentence with a subject and a verb, which stands alone, I would feel pleased. Right? Sentence that makes sense by itself and it stands alone is called an independent clause. So we have two types of clauses, one dependent and one independent clauses. All right? Now let's put these two sentences together, or these two clauses together here. If she came late, I would be pleased. Again, if she came late, I would be pleased. Or I would be pleased if she came late. Now, what did I do? I have created a complex sentence. All right? So, again, here is the formula of a complex sentence. What would I do? I would take these two sentences together. All right? One dependent clause, dependent, plus one independent clause makes a complex sentence. And by the way, what I'm saying now is too crucial, too important. Why? Because again, as I told you before, too many short sentences are not required in your Ielts test. And again, it's not required in any of the English tests. And also, while you're speaking to anyone, you don't have to keep on interrupting this person over and over again with too many periods in your presentation or in your speech. You have to delay these periods, and delaying them won't come unless you learn how to make compound sentences and complex ones. All right? So again, you have to learn how to make compound sentences and complex sentences. So how can I make compound and complex? Now you understood it, right? Is it easy now for you? But actually, if is not the word that joins these two sentences. It is not the only word that can join two sentences. The joining word here is the word if. And if is the support is kind of joining words that are called subordinate conjunctions. They are called again subordinate conjunctions. What are the subordinate conjunctions? Can you guys tell me which words can replace the word if now? Try to think. How can we in these two sentences? Huh? Any suggestions?
When?
Huh?
When?
Very good. When. Excellent, Yarim. When. And while. If. And unless. As. As though.
Once.
As if. As though. Though. Although. All right. Also we have after, before,
even though,
since, and whoever.
And
whenever. Yes. Whenever and wherever.
Even.
So I'm going to say them again. These are what we call subordinate conjunctions. Subordinate conjunction. The subordinate conjunctions. So again, subordinate conjunctions are words that are used to join independent clauses with dependent clauses. One very important note that would benefit you in the writing, very important one, please keep an eye, all right? Which is, if you start with the dependent clause, which doesn't make sense by itself, like if she came late, I would feel pleased. Do I have to put a comma here? Do I have
after
to
late.
put a comma here?
After
Not
late?
after. Huh?
you have to put a comma, right?
Where? Where?
After the word late.
After the word late. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what if I start with the dependent clause, like I would feel pleased if she comes late? Then do I have to put a comma?
No.
No.
No? Seriously? You're correct. No, you don't have to. So you have to put a comma only if you start with the dependent clause.
Yeah.
Only if you start with the dependent clause. All right? Reda, are you on
Yes,
the
yes.
You understand?
No, yes, yes, I understand.
Or
You mean that
need
if
more clarification? Are you
yes,
sure?
I got it. Yes,
All right.
yes, got it.
So, Rida, please do not be shy to ask for more explanation if you didn't get it. That's fine. We're not English professionals. Okay? And same for you, Rihan. If you have anything difficult, please do not hesitate to ask for a repetition. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Thank you. So, is that clear now?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to give you like 3 to 4 minutes to create 2 sentences using although and although, before, and whenever. 3 sentences. Do it now. I need 3 complex sentences using although, before, and whenever.
excuse me.
Yes.
هو بالنسبة لهونيفر دي يعني أتعامل معاها وكأنها هاويفر ولا في أي حساسية في الموضوع ده؟
مفيش حساسيات ولا
مش
حاجة.
عارف معناها الحقيقة يعني
Whenever has to
في
do
هاويفر بالله.
yes, whenever has to do with the time. So, for example, whenever whenever I'm late to my work, I sign a memo.
ماشي أوكي got it.
So it has to do with the time. Whenever means every time this happens. Yeah.
أوكي yes I got it thank you.
You're welcome. Hazem seems to be